Homebrew.
Coming at ya.
Guess what time it is? Beer time! This is Beer Review 301. Woo! Oh, that's right. We're going on from another marvelous day. Jim has graciously brought a bottle for us to try. This is the Old Rasputin XV, barrel aged, that's right. 15. It is the 15. Yeah. And the grandson, he's trying to get some out. And here's the thing. So this one's 2 years old. That means it's 2012, which is our 2012 theme that we are carrying on.
Seems to be an ongoing event.
All right, you know we're having a great time here. This is a dark, dark brown. We all agree. You know what's fun? Again, this is a great beer. You can tell. If you spin it, it's so creamy. It really is a beautiful.
Everyone loves a good head.
Yeah.
We do. So let's get a nose. Okay, you know what's fun is already immediately I get the alcohol off this, just like we did off the Marshall
Like a bourbonish alcohol. I get the vanilla out of this sucker.
But I get other aromas.
Oh my god!
I'm getting the vanilla with like
oak,
a date, and a bourbon.
Bourbon vanilla.
A lot of times when we go with these bourbon barrels too, you get the vanilla, you get the oak, but then I tend to lean towards like a cherry.
The thing is, you got this great bourbon, you got the oak, you got vanilla, it's all in there, and you get some cherry, like Josh said.
Yeah.
All that's there. Honestly, I don't get a lot beyond that, and we could argue about various chocolates. So I think it's time to jump in and give us a try.
Cheers up, bro.
Cheers, guys.
All right.
Thank you, Jim.
Yes, my pleasure.
And cheers to 301 beer reviews.
Cheers to Jim.
And I just got some of that cherry along with the rest of it.
Yeah.
Dang.
Right there. This is good.
Oh, that's
definitely comes out as more of a cherry when you taste it.
It's low on the roasty qualities.
Yeah.
Which is actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's there, but you get almost more of the oak quality than the roast. It's kind of balanced.
This one would have been awesome to put in the beer review with the others.
I think it would have stood out a lot.
well,
It
does
would have been
anybody
different.
notice immediately the body?
Yes.
Pretty light.
It's light. It is very light.
Now, body-wise, this is a stout body. This is, to me, it doesn't quite match up to an Imperial.
And I think it's
Yes.
between the two.
Yes.
I think it's between the two. I think this is better than the Marshall Zukov again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Put it there.
You know what? I think that light body is what's helping carry that light kind of fruity cherry flavor with it, though.
You know, it's the fact that you've got some layers again, and the Marshall Zukov didn't have the amount of layers that those previous beers we had.
Yeah, this one's
And
got
this has layers.
some boozy layer to it, along with the oak and the chocolate and chariness, along with some of the lighter sugary flavors.
It's got more
I'm so glad that you said chariness, because there is a light beechwood in
There's
this,
a light-
but it's not a dominant flavor.
No.
It's part of the flavor.
You know what? I don't think the chocolate is super dominant either, but there is a
Not in the taste.
But it's totally there.
I don't think anything's very dominant in this beer. It's very well blended and balanced. Exactly.
You're right. It is. What an interesting thing, too, because, I mean, if you've ever had Old Rasputin, I mean, truly, the regular Old Rasputin, I think for a everyday beer, right? I mean, pricing-wise, an everyday beer is a really fantastic beer, and then you barrel age this, and it's just something else.
Yeah.
It puts it
that's
back into that world-class status.
It falls short just a little bit of the other three for me, just because it seems like a
Compared to what you've had today?
a straightforward stout that's been thrown in barrels, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not quite
Now, what's funny is he said the other three, because
Yeah.
actually we've had 4 previous to this.
right.
And I almost think that he just put it above the Marshall Zukov.
Well,
already.
to me, it doesn't, I don't know, man. I mean, it falls into a more regular stout category.
It's close. They're all right up there.
You know, body-wise, for me, if I'm having an Imperial Stout,
It's not as thick and creamy.
Yep.
no, it's not. And that's all we've had with their Imperial Stouts. And if you have an Imperial Stout,
But
I need some more
it-
body.
it-
But it's a
it's-
great beer.
It is a
But
Russian Imperial. Do you feel like the flavor blend that goes with it though?
flavor-wise, sure.
Yeah.
Imperial alcohol, I'm sure. Yeah, great.
Yeah, it's 11.9%.
Yeah,
So
body, it's lacking, but everything else is, it's great.
it does not taste, though, like 11.9%. You know what, guys? What can I tell you? You know, we can debate this all night long.
Yeah.
What a fun beer. We're going to try to do some ratings real fast, but this tells you this is an outstanding beer. So as far as, not comparing to the others, but in the whole scale of things, as far as Imperial Stouts go, for me personally, this escalates the Stout, that it's on that level. I'm giving this a 99 on Imperial Stout now. I probably would have scored it as a 96 or 97. I'm giving it a 99 because I think it's that good in quality, and that mouthfeel was higher. It would have just been right in the 100 with the others.
I'm going 92.
Wow.
But,
Wow.
but if the mouthfeel, like he said, would have been better, it would have been much higher.
I actually have to agree. I was thinking exactly 92, just like Jim. And just because for the fact that it's a lighter mouthfeel and with an Imperial Stout, you're expecting that thick creaminess.
Right. Well, and
Otherwise,
it's bad to go
it's
into a review with expectations, but
Yeah.
I'll give this one a solid 90. It deserves the A, you know, the A quality. I will go even 90. And that's it for me.
Well, I think for Imperial Stouts, I give it a 96. I've had better today. I think this is on the top of the charts for beers. But when you're comparing it to stellar categories,
Yeah.
It's
96, it's a great beer.
The fact is that I think that people score beers pretty low or extreme on one end. I do find that. I think this is a stupendous beer because I think it rates with these other beers. Now, when it comes to overall, not by style,
That'll
now I
differ.
drop down. For me personally, because it's a stupendous beer. But for me, that body is like so critical important when you get into this style of beer. Then I drop it down, but it's still stellar for me, and I give it a 95 on overall.
Overall, I gotta drop it down to like an 86 because it's a 500 milliliter bottle, and for the same price, I can get Parabola,
All right.
Abyss. You know,
Right,
and it lacks a little bit of complexity along with the mouthfeel. So it's still an awesome beer. I'm glad I bought it, but 86.
A realist in the house. I
Yeah,
like it.
No, it's funny because I have to say I actually in overall actually raise it up to a 95 kind of to match you, Dad. Just because of the fact that it does have that lighter body, but it is very well balanced with all those different flavors that you can pick out.
That's funny. Colin and I are on the same page. Yeah. You know, I'm going to bring it up overall because even though for me I gave it a 94, the style for Imperial Stout. Overall, I did enjoy it. I don't want to, bring it down. And even though I didn't buy the beer,
Best part.
I don't have as much of a disappointment. I don't know what it costs. I know you just referenced a few different things, but I'll bring it up to a 95 for overall because I did enjoy it. But for me, the style didn't hit quite right. Yeah.
See these unrealists. That's why we don't bring him in to our beer review setup.
You opinionated shady person.
Actually, I'm just going to keep it straight at 96. It's right at that level that I enjoy it. I'm having fun with this beer. There's enough complexity, enough enjoyability, enough depth to this beer that it stays in the 96. It was great as an Imperial Stout, and it's great as a beer in general.
Yeah.
This is the Old Rasputin 15, so this is a 2012 bottle. Thanks, Christian. And here's the cool thing about this. Here it is. We've had some of the best beers in the marketplace, and what a variety of opinions. So, folks, we need your opinions. Tell you what you think about this beer, about these other beers we've had.
Definitely.
This is some great stuff. It's so fun to have all of them in an afternoon and try them. And there's some amazing beers out there. So life is too short
To drink cheap beer.
Drink cheap beer.
And we'll see you
On the next beer review.
Dudes, man, this is awesome. Thanks for joining us for 301.
Okay,
Cheers.
you guys are cut off.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh! What's up? Hi there.
Somebody hit record.
Uncle Kevin's been drinking too much.
I was feeling so sexy.
I love it. I just manhandled
I was feeling
It was supporting, by the way.
Was it? Perfect.
Guess what time it is?
Beer time!
Alright, this is Beer Review 103. Jim has brought a bottle for us to share. What you got there, Jim?
Whoa!
301.
301. You dyslexic ass.
103.
Let's just go back 2 years in time.
We do this in black and white.
I'm dyslexic and I didn't know it.
We're erasing 103. We're putting up a better one. It wasn't really worth our time. And I'm regretful. I'm very regretful.
Moving on. We keep this. We keep this.
No. We gotta do it over. This goes at the end.
Let's do it.
And it's a great way to compare because Marshall Zukov was 2012.
It's 2020.
Queef? 2000 Queef?
Hey, we're 2020.
It's a theme. So we got a bunch of 2012.
Who's got a Twitter?
I had the queefing 2012 beaver. What about you?
Poor dog.
Alright, we're gonna open this sucker. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. Editing is always a nightmare.
Raise your hand if you have more than one glass. There's our problem.
Dad's had too many glasses of beer tonight.
Let's get your glasses.